Hi everybody, my name is Dajana and welcome to this Dajana Dancer Creations limited dance series. In this series, I'm talking about subjects that are close to my heart. It's about dancing, it's about things that I experience, topics that I think are worth mentioning and talking about. So welcome to this episode. So why is it so expensive to take a dance workshop with an international teacher? Let me tell you why. My experience is based on organizing workshops with the Jamaican teachers in the Netherlands. It all depends on, who you'll be taking class from, where the teacher is from, where the workshop is going to take place. Very, very important aspect. But several times when organizing workshops, I heard that the price is too expensive for a class with somebody. And we are talking about, let's say on average, 30 euros for a class with a Jamaican teacher that is coming to Europe and teaching class in Europe. Why is it so expensive? And is it though? So a person that invites a teacher to teach a workshop in a foreign country is responsible for anything and everything when it comes to the stay of this teacher. You need to pay not only the very high fees of the teacher, but most of the times you also have to pay for the booking fee to the manager of the dancer. You need to pay for the flight of this teacher, for the transportation at the destination, including any parking tickets, you name it, for renting a studio where the dance workshop is going to take place, for food, for accommodation, anything basically, anything. On top of that, if you have, for example, a videographer, you have to pay for that as well. If you have a stage, you need to rent a stage, you need to pay for that as well. And there could be so many more extra costs that you need to cover when it comes to inviting somebody for one workshop. So imagine that if you take a class with somebody that lives in this country, it's a regular class, then you don't have all these extra costs, right? Of transportation, accommodation, of all the booking fees and everything, of the fee of the teacher. But when you invite somebody from abroad, especially from overseas, you have very, very high costs. That's why the workshop with international teacher is more expensive than a regular class, weekly class with a teacher that lives in the country. So a person that organizes an event, a workshop, has to deal with lots of potential risks because anything could go wrong, and that's very stressful for both the teacher and the organizer, and very pricey as well, because there could be a case that someone missed a flight, or the flight is delayed, or someone was denied entry to the country, which did happen as well. And the person that organizes an event has to find a solution, how to deal with it and how to handle it. Also, if you are enjoying taking workshops with international teachers and you plan on going, try to sign up as soon as possible for whatever event it is, because it really helps the organizer to estimate how many people are interested, how many people will be joining, and what else do we need to do to attract more people to come to the event, to be able to just cover the costs. And a very important thing, very maybe little thing for you, but it really means a lot if you share the flyer of the event on your social media, if you tell your friends, your dancing friends about it, so that more people can know that something is happening and could join the workshop as well. But let's look at it from a different perspective, because some people did say that 30 euros was too much. If you were to travel to the country where this dancer is from, so in the case of dancehall, it would be Jamaica, that would be like so much more than the 30 euros. You have to pay about 1,000 euros for a flight. Could be less, but it could be around that price. few €100 for accommodation, because you're not gonna stay there a day, you will stay there for maybe a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, for your food, for transportation at the destination, for, of course, classes on the spot. And that's gonna be way more than the €30 when a dancer, when a teacher is in your city or in your country, and you can support them, because that's all it is about after all. And also to, you know, become a better dancer for you and get your knowledge from the right source. But then, is this €30 really that expensive? And don't get me wrong, obviously the best way to really learn about the dance style is to go to the country where it's from, connect with the people, with the creators, and really see the culture, observe it, absorb it, live it as much as possible. That's really the best way. But what I meant is that €30 is not that expensive comparing to, you know, taking an entire trip, and also taking into consideration that, you know, some people are not able to afford to ever going or ever spending that big amount on a trip, or not every month, every year, every few years, right? That's all I wanted to say for today. Thank you for watching if you made it until here. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and also if you have any other ideas or suggestions for next episodes.